no money. My father was an actor and my mother was a dancer, and my father drank alcohol, and that stopped him from working.
On October 29, 2024, Hollywood lost one of its brightest stars. Teri Garr, the actress who made audiences laugh, cry, and believe in the magic of movies, passed away at 79. Her career spanned decades, from dancing in Elvis Presley films to becoming an Oscar-nominated icon. Garr's roles in classics like Young Frankenstein and Tootsie showcased her rare blend of comedic timing and emotional depth. She brought warmth and authenticity to every performance, making her characters feel like cherished friends. Beyond the screen, Garr was a woman of remarkable resilience. For over 20 years, she lived with multiple sclerosis. Facing her challenges with humor and strength, she became a vocal advocate for MS awareness, inspiring many with her courage. Teri Garr's legacy is one of laughter, heart, and perseverance. She leaves behind unforgettable performances and a spirit that will continue to inspire. Rest in peace, Teri Garr. Born into showbiz. Teri Garr seemed destined for the spotlight from the start. Born into a family steeped in showbiz. Her father, Eddie Garr, was a vaudeville comedian known for his sharp wit, while her mother, Phyllis Lind, had been one of the first Rockettes at Radio City Music Hall, embodying elegance and precision. Despite the glitz surrounding her family, Teri's early life wasn't without challenges. When her father passed away unexpectedly, she was only 11 years old. The family's financial struggles quickly became a reality, and the glamour of the entertainment world gave way to the hard truths of daily survival. Amid these difficulties, Teri found her passion in dance. Starting at just 6 years old, she trained tirelessly, often pushing herself to the limits of endurance. She took long bus rides across Los Angeles to attend top dance schools and spent countless hours perfecting her craft. Her unrelenting dedication became a hallmark of her character. By the age of 14, Teri's hard work was paying off. She earned spots in both the San Francisco and Los Angeles ballet companies. An extraordinary feat for someone so young. While her peers were navigating typical teenage challenges, Teri was already building a foundation that would propel her from the discipline of the dance studio to the dazzling lights of Hollywood. Early Hollywood years. Teri Garr's Hollywood journey was not one of overnight success but a testament to unyielding grit, determination, and an unshakable work ethic. By 1963, she had already begun carving a niche for herself in the entertainment world, appearing as a background dancer in several Elvis Presley musicals. Her debut included 9 of the King's productions, with Viva Las Vegas standing out as an enduring classic. To many, these roles might have seemed minor, but for Teri, they were invaluable opportunities. She treated each set as a classroom, studying the art of filmmaking, how scenes came together, how stars carried themselves, and how even the smallest details could make a performance unforgettable. To Teri, every moment on set was a stepping stone to something bigger. Her tenacity and resourcefulness shone during one of her most defining moments, her audition for West Side Story in Los Angeles. After being initially rejected, Teri refused to give up. She returned the very next day, dressed differently and carrying herself with a renewed sense of confidence, as if to silently declare, "Take another look. You missed something." Her persistence paid off, and she won a spot in the road company of the production at just 16 years old. It was a triumph of talent, perseverance, and sheer willpower, marking a turning point in her journey, from a background dancer to a determined actress with bigger dreams in sight. The 1960s became a proving ground for Teri's versatility and resilience. While continuing to dance on popular music shows such as Shindig, she began to land small speaking roles in television series. Iconic shows like Batman, Star Trek, and Dr. Kildare gave her a platform to experiment with diverse characters and hone her screen presence. Although these roles were brief, they were formative. Each taught her how to deliver a line with precision, inject charm into a scene, and connect with an audience in just a few fleeting moments. These experiences shaped her skills and built her confidence, step by step. But the journey was far from smooth. Teri navigated a world of auditions, rejections, classes, and relentless hard work. Despite the challenges, she maintained a practical and optimistic outlook. She saw every minor role as a chance to learn and grow, a mindset that became the cornerstone of her career. Her quirky humor, natural charisma, and unwavering dedication began to shine through, making her stand out in an industry filled with aspiring talents. By the end of the decade, Teri Garr had laid a solid foundation for her future success. She was no longer just a background dancer or a fleeting presence in TV episodes, she was a rising talent, steadily gaining recognition for her wit, charm, and commitment to her craft. Her blend of determination, resourcefulness, and raw talent set the stage for her ascent into Hollywood's upper echelon. Teri's early career was a testament to the power of perseverance and a glimpse of the remarkable legacy she would go on to create. A breakthrough. The year 1974 was a pivotal moment in Teri Garr's career, solidifying her as a multifaceted performer with the rare ability to excel in both drama and comedy. Her breakthrough came when the acclaimed filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola cast her in The Conversation. In the suspenseful thriller, Teri played a mysterious woman caught in a web of surveillance and paranoia. Although her role was brief, her subtle performance left an indelible mark. She skillfully conveyed vulnerability layered with hints of humor, holding her own alongside Gene Hackman in a film dominated by tension and intrigue. This role showcased her dramatic potential and earned her recognition from key figures in the industry. That same year, Teri's career took a comedic turn when the legendary Mel Brooks cast her in Young Frankenstein. As Inga, the lively laboratory assistant with an exaggerated German accent, Teri delivered an unforgettable performance. Her impeccable comedic timing and infectious energy brought a unique charm to the role, transforming what could have been a cliché into one of the film's highlights. Inga wasn't just a sidekick. One critic remarked, Garr imbued her with innocence and wit that perfectly complemented Gene Wilder's manic portrayal of Dr. Frankenstein. Together, their chemistry created a comedic rhythm that remains iconic. Teri's commitment to the role extended off-screen as she spent weeks perfecting her accent, ensuring it was just exaggerated enough to draw laughter without feeling overdone. Her meticulous attention to detail, paired with her natural charisma, elevated her scenes to some of the film's most beloved moments. Young Frankenstein was a runaway hit, earning widespread acclaim and solidifying Teri Garr as one of Hollywood's most promising comedic talents. She stood out in a film filled with larger-than-life performances, striking a balance between absurdity and authenticity that captivated audiences and critics alike. This one-two punch of success in both drama and comedy was no coincidence. It reflected years of hard work, a deep understanding of both genres, and an unwavering determination to seize every opportunity to prove her range. By the close of 1974, Teri Garr was no longer just an emerging talent, she had firmly established herself as a dynamic force in Hollywood, ready to take on the challenges of a flourishing career. Rising to stardom. By the late 1970s, Teri Garr had firmly established herself as one of Hollywood's most versatile and captivating performers. Her ability to blend heartfelt emotion with subtle humor caught the attention of filmmakers, including Steven Spielberg. In 1977, Spielberg cast her in Close Encounters of the Third Kind, a sci-fi epic that would become a defining film of the decade. Teri played Ronnie Neary, the wife of Richard Dreyfuss's character, Roy Neary, a man consumed by his obsession with extraterrestrial contact. Teri's portrayal of Ronnie was a masterclass in grounded realism amidst the film's otherworldly themes. She captured the mounting frustration and confusion of a woman watching her family unravel as her husband's obsession spiraled out of control. Critics praised her for anchoring the fantastical narrative in everyday struggles, making Ronnie's emotions relatable and authentic. Her nuanced performance elevated what could have been a secondary role into a memorable and essential part of the story. In 1982, Teri Garr reached new heights with her performance in Sidney Pollack's Tootsie. Cast as Sandy Lester, a struggling actress navigating the harsh realities of show business and romantic entanglements, Teri delivered a performance that was both hilarious and deeply human, Sandy's vulnerability and resilience were on full display, with Teri infusing the character with a raw emotional honesty that resonated with audiences. Whether delivering perfectly timed comedic lines or portraying moments of heartbreak, Teri struck a delicate balance between humor and pathos. One critic aptly noted, "Teri Garr's Sandy is the beating heart of Tootsie. She's relatable, funny, and heartbreakingly real, a perfect counterpoint to the chaos surrounding her." Her performance earned her an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actress, a testament to her ability to turn a supporting role into an unforgettable highlight. Tootsie was a commercial and critical success, cementing Teri Garr's reputation as a Hollywood powerhouse. Beyond the accolades, the film marked a pivotal moment in her career. It showcased her unmatched versatility and her talent for making audiences laugh, cry, and connect with her characters on a profound level. With standout performances in Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Tootsie, Teri Garr proved she was not only a star but a transformative force in the film industry. Her warmth, wit, and depth elevated every role she touched, making her an enduring icon of Hollywood's golden era. Late-night charm and enduring influence. Teri Garr's charm wasn't limited to her film roles. Her vibrant personality and sharp humor made her a standout on late-night television, particularly on Late Night with David Letterman. Throughout the 1980s, she became a recurring favorite on the show, bringing her unique blend of wit and spontaneity to every appearance. Her lively banter and quick one-liners often matched, if not surpassed, Letterman's own dry humor. Each segment was a masterclass in comedic timing, leaving audiences delighted and wanting more. For Letterman, Teri was more than just a guest. She was a surefire way to inject energy and laughter into any episode. Whether recounting hilarious anecdotes from her Hollywood adventures or playfully sparring with the host, she had an uncanny ability to make millions of viewers feel like they were sharing an inside joke with an old friend. Her natural, self-deprecating humor and radiant warmth made her a beloved figure on late-night television. Critics also recognized her remarkable talent. Famed film critic Pauline Kael once praised Teri for her ability to channel neurotic energy with genuine charm, a combination that felt both groundbreaking and timeless. Unlike comedians who relied on slapstick or exaggerated antics, Teri's humor was rooted in vulnerability, strength, and an authenticity that resonated deeply with audiences. Her approach to comedy didn't just make her memorable, it made her a trailblazer. Teri Garr carved out a space for women in comedy that celebrated their multidimensionality, proving that female performers could be funny, flawed, and deeply relatable all at once. Her influence paved the way for a new generation of comedic actresses, inspiring talents like Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Tina Fey, and Kristen Wiig, who have all carried forward the legacy of smart, nuanced comedy that Teri embodied. More than just a performer, Teri Garr was a pioneer and a blueprint for what comedy could achieve. She reminded the world that humor could be intelligent, heartfelt, and profoundly human. Her enduring legacy lies not only in the laughter she inspired, but in the way she redefined what it meant to be a comedic actress in Hollywood. Her wit, grace, and resilience remain an inspiration to anyone aiming to connect with audiences through laughter and genuine emotion. Battling MS with courage. The first signs of multiple sclerosis began to surface during the filming of Tootsie in 1983. At the time, Teri Garr couldn't have predicted the arduous journey ahead. She experienced persistent fatigue and a strange tingling sensation in her right foot, symptoms she initially attributed to the grueling demands of Hollywood life. However, as months passed and the symptoms persisted, it became evident that something deeper was unfolding. For years, Teri sought answers, enduring a relentless cycle of medical appointments and diagnostic tests while continuing to pour her energy into her craft. The symptoms came and went unpredictably, mirroring the elusive nature of multiple sclerosis. Despite her tireless pursuit, a definitive diagnosis remained frustratingly out of reach for nearly 2 decades. In 2002, Teri Garr made the courageous decision to share her diagnosis publicly. Her choice wasn't born out of a need for sympathy, but stemmed from her resilience and determination to make a difference. She viewed her diagnosis not as an endpoint, but as an opportunity to raise awareness and support for others navigating similar challenges. Rather than retreating from the spotlight, Teri used her platform to advocate for those living with MS. She became a vocal presence, dispelling misconceptions and fostering greater understanding of the disease. Her advocacy work transformed her personal battle into a mission to inspire others and ignite conversations about resilience and hope. Teri's openness empowered countless individuals facing the struggles of MS to persevere and continue pursuing their dreams. Her journey became a symbol of strength and compassion, reminding the world that even in the face of uncertainty, there is power in sharing one's story. Teri Garr's legacy extends far beyond her performances, embodying the courage to turn adversity into an opportunity to uplift and support others. Advocacy and memoir. Teri Garr's dedication to raising awareness about multiple sclerosis became a vital part of her enduring legacy. Her partnership with the National Multiple Sclerosis Society allowed her to transform her personal challenges into a platform for advocacy, education, and support. Through her efforts, she helped shine a light on the realities of living with MS, advocating for research and resources to improve the lives of others facing similar struggles. In 2005, Teri offered a more personal glimpse into her journey by publishing her memoir, Speed Bumps: Flooring It Through Hollywood. The book was a heartfelt and introspective account of her experiences, detailing her early health struggles, the challenges of navigating life with MS, and her eventual acceptance of the disease. Through candid storytelling, she invited readers into her world, sharing both the hardships and the triumphs that defined her life. What set Speed Bumps apart was Teri's unique ability to blend honesty with humor. Her sharp wit and irreverent observations gave the memoir a refreshing and uplifting tone, even as it delved into difficult subjects. Whether recounting moments of doubt, frustration, or celebration, Teri's voice remained authentic and relatable, offering readers both comfort and inspiration. The memoir resonated deeply with audiences, not just as a reflection of her personal experiences, but as a source of empowerment for others facing adversity. Teri's words fostered a sense of community, reminding readers that resilience, laughter, and connection are powerful tools in overcoming life's challenges. Beyond her performances on screen, Teri Garr's legacy shines brightly through her advocacy and storytelling. Her ability to inspire others to confront their struggles with courage and grace has left an indelible mark, ensuring that her impact extends far beyond Hollywood. Final years and legacy. Teri Garr faced significant challenges in her later years, demonstrating resilience and grace in the face of adversity. In 2006, she suffered a brain aneurysm, an event that required intensive rehabilitation and tested her strength. Yet, even during this difficult time, Teri remained steadfast, her signature humor and determination shining through. Despite her health struggles, Teri continued to find ways to connect with her audience. She adapted her career by taking on voice acting roles and selectively participating in projects that suited her changing circumstances. Her creativity and passion for storytelling remained undiminished, allowing her to share her talents with fans in new and meaningful ways. Beyond her professional life, Teri found profound joy in motherhood, adopting her daughter Molly in 1993 and embracing the role with love and devotion. Teri Garr's legacy extends far beyond her memorable film roles. She redefined female comedic performances in Hollywood, blending vulnerability with razor-sharp humor and inspiring generations of performers. Her influence on both the entertainment industry and advocacy work remains a testament to her courage and talent. Surrounded by her loved ones in her final moments, Teri's passing marked the end of an era in Hollywood. However, her spirit lives on through the laughter she brought to countless audiences and the stories she shared. Her enduring legacy is a reminder of the power of humor, resilience, and authenticity. It becomes a balancing act between transparency and the protection of sensitive information. The president is often left managing expectations while attempting to release information that can withstand scrutiny without compromising security. Decisions are weighed carefully, and sometimes compromises are necessary. Let's release some, but these in particular. They are national security secrets. In practice, navigating this landscape requires more than just the stroke of a pen. It requires strategic foresight, negotiation, and a deep understanding of the larger implications. Even with the best intentions, the process reflects the complexities of governance, where the line between openness and secrecy is constantly shifting. Ultimately, it becomes a matter of balancing the needs of the public with the need for security, ensuring that the final decisions reflect both transparency and responsibility. Trump's pledge to release the JFK files cannot be separated from the current political landscape. As he prepares to take office, this move serves a dual purpose, reinforcing his image as a champion of transparency and accountability while also addressing a deep-seated mistrust in government institutions. This approach taps into a well of public skepticism, appealing to those who believe that long-standing secrets must be revealed, regardless of the political fallout. The reaction has been divided. Supporters view it as a significant step toward fulfilling a long-standing promise, one that could potentially expose the truth behind decades of government secrecy. For them, it represents a bold effort to confront historical controversies head-on, suggesting a commitment to openness and reform. On the other hand, critics remain cautious, questioning whether the release will truly deliver new revelations or simply contribute to the proliferation of conspiracy theories with little substantiation. The involvement of key figures like Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has previously expressed his own controversial views on public health, adds another layer of complexity to this decision. While his endorsement lends legitimacy to the release, it also intertwines historical inquiry with broader political alliances, opening the door to debates on transparency versus political agendas. The logistical challenges of declassifying these documents are immense. Determining which files can be safely released without jeopardizing national security is no small task. Trump's proposed solution, an independent commission, could prove essential in navigating these complexities. Such a body would need to balance thorough investigation with the delicate task of maintaining confidentiality when necessary. This move has the potential to reshape Trump's relationship with various political factions. Aligning himself with figures like RFK Jr., known for his outspoken stances, could lead to new alliances but also ignite tensions within the political landscape. The polarized nature of American society means that any move toward transparency will likely be met with strong opinions from both sides, further intensifying the ongoing divide. Ultimately, the release of the JFK files could be a defining moment for Trump's presidency, one that tests his ability to bridge the gap between historical openness and modern governance. What do you think? Will President Trump follow through on his pledge? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Tucker Carlson, known for never holding back when it comes to calling out the powerful, seems genuinely speechless this time. The reason? Some shocking revelations about Barack Obama, a secret that almost no one saw coming. If this is true, it could completely change how people view him. What could be so surprising that it left Tucker, who's never afraid to speak his mind, totally stunned? Stick around. What you're about to hear might just change the way you see everything. Tucker Carlson dives straight into a bold and unsettling claim. It's hard to believe we just witnessed a blatant coup unfold right before our eyes. An event that shakes the very faith in the foundational principles of democracy. The event he's referencing has left him, and many others, with serious questions about how power is transferred and whether transparency and legitimacy were upheld in the process. Carlson highlights how the reaction from Democrats and their supporters has only deepened these concerns. Rather than engaging in meaningful dialogue, they often resort to dismissive sarcasm, saying things like, "First, you said he was too senile to run for office, and now you call it a coup when they remove him." Carlson doesn't shy away from addressing the irony in this response. "Yes, both of those things are true, and I don't know what else to say to make this clearer." He counters, pointing out that doubts about the president's cognitive abilities have been mounting for years. However, he emphasizes that these concerns do not justify replacing a sitting president in a way that feels opaque or arbitrary. For Carlson, this isn't just about one administration. It's about preserving trust in the office of the presidency itself. Whether someone agrees or disagrees politically, Carlson argues, such a monumental decision demands full transparency and accountability. Anything less risks undermining the very foundation of democracy. What truly unsettles Tucker Carlson isn't just the events playing out in plain sight. It's the intricate and often unseen manipulation of power behind the scenes. Carlson dives into the deeper mechanics of American politics, asserting that what the public encounters on television or hears in polished official statements is just the surface of a much larger, carefully orchestrated machine. Reflecting on Barack Obama's political trajectory, Carlson highlights how the former president represents more than just exceptional political skill. He's not just a gifted politician, he's the product of a meticulously engineered campaign backed by powerful interest groups. Carlson asserts, Obama's rapid ascent, he argues, isn't simply a story of raw talent or serendipity. Instead, it reveals the influence of an elite network capable of shaping not just careers but entire systems of governance. Carlson contends that every move and decision during Obama's rise was part of a broader strategy, not just to achieve immediate political objectives, but to control narratives, mold public opinion, and consolidate influence on a much grander scale. For Carlson, this pattern isn't unique to Obama but emblematic of how power operates in modern politics. Hidden, calculated, and often unaccountable to the very people it claims to serve, Carlson points out how effortlessly public perception can be shaped, emphasizing that much of what we see feels so natural that people rarely question it. It all seems inevitable, he observes, but when you take a closer look, the invisible hands guiding the process become impossible to ignore. Using Barack Obama's meteoric rise as an example, Carlson explores not only the former president's undeniable charisma and extraordinary speaking ability but also the deliberate system that worked behind the scenes to propel him to power. He argues that every step of Obama's journey, from his early political moves to the symbolic choices made throughout his presidency, was part of a carefully orchestrated, long-term strategy. Carlson contends that this is more than just a tale of one man's success, it's a striking example of how powerful networks, meticulous image crafting, and media influence can shape the destiny of an entire nation. For Carlson, it's a reminder to look beyond the surface and question the forces quietly steering the course of history. While many regard Barack Obama as a beacon of hope and renewal, Tucker Carlson offers a provocative counterpoint, arguing that Obama's influence stretches far deeper than most realize. Carlson highlights the role of hidden power networks and narrative-shaping strategies in constructing a political legacy that, in his view, is far from organic. What troubles Carlson most is not merely the existence of these invisible hands, but how effortlessly they blend into the fabric of public life, making it nearly impossible for people to distinguish between genuine achievements and carefully crafted illusions. Obama's journey, he argues, was far from the grassroots success story often portrayed by the media. Barack Obama did not emerge from the grassroots as many believe. Carlson asserts, his career is not the product of mere luck or talent. It is a series of carefully orchestrated steps supported by forces unseen by the public. Carlson contends that Obama's rise, from a relatively unknown figure to the first African American president of the United States, was meticulously planned by powerful entities operating behind the scenes. This transformation, he suggests, is not just a testament to Obama's personal skills, but a demonstration of how strategically wielded influence can elevate an individual into a symbol of hope and progress while consolidating power for larger, less visible interests. For Carlson, Obama's story is not just about one man. It's a window into how political narratives are built, maintained, and used to shape the perceptions of an entire nation. One particularly striking example of this theory, according to Tucker Carlson, is Barack Obama's breakout moment at the 2004 Democratic National Convention, a pivotal event that dramatically changed the trajectory of Obama's political career. At the time, Obama was a relatively unknown state senator from Illinois, with no federal office experience and a name that most Americans had never heard. Carlson reflected on this moment, saying, "I had never heard of Barack Obama before 2004. Even though my job was to follow major political developments. And yet, with just one speech, Obama was catapulted into national stardom." Carlson questions whether this was truly coincidental. Carlson shared a vivid memory of his first encounter with Obama one evening in Boston. Just before the convention, he recalled seeing Obama walking down the street, cigarette in hand, deep in conversation with Jesse Jackson Jr., another well-known black politician. In that moment, Carlson admitted he wasn't particularly struck. He looked quite ordinary. Nothing about him suggested he was a rising political star. Carlson recounted, "I wondered how someone like that could land such a prime speaking slot at a major party convention." Just days later, Obama took to the stage as the keynote speaker for Thursday night, a coveted primetime slot usually reserved for seasoned politicians with long-established reputations. Obama's speech resonated deeply with viewers, introducing him as a unifying and inspiring figure. According to Carlson, this moment wasn't just a turning point for Obama, it was the launchpad for his meteoric rise. A clear indication of how strategically placed opportunities can propel someone into the national spotlight. For Carlson, the calculated nature